jersey number for them. Welcome everybody to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reid to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21 yard.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Check mash. Hello.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Hey, check that streak. Let's go. Ready, right?
We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Go! Crack all 80. Hurt. Ready.
From the gun, Milroe. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that real.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 19 tight. Panther 60. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one is launched downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Sharp working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Shuck now from the gun. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. Just is made in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Point after good from Smith. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Hand off to the back. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Another carry for him. By hand, he's in the clear. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he set out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go check, go check.
Shotgun now for Milroe. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Ready.
Milroe from the gun. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
First
and 10 at the 34-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Chuck now on first down. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He gets it to Juwan Johnson, and he works this to the 38 before going down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Finding Johnson once more, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a six.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Schaub with a quick toss out wide. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Schuck. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-0 lead. For the extra point, here's Smith. And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Go check! Go check!
1st down throw here from Milroe. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
60 Eagles! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready, right?
Second and 10. Nowhere to throw. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, smash Broncos! Ready?
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
19,
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Big Lion, come on. 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Let's go.
From the red zone on first. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Go! Ready?
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Ready? Cougar.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Now Shuck to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He's been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Velus Jones waiting for it. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, 79 Broncos. Back to 60. Back 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Throwing here. Milrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready up.
Now it's Milrow. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it right there midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Dragon, Viking, 18. Ready.
To throw. Here's Milrow. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks tie it in the final minute of the half. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks take the lead on that successful kick.
Saints 13. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Sharp working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard
Off the play action. Chuck. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 22 yards.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Has it down close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Here we go. Hurt. 70 Lions.
Milroe with it on first. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
It's a gain of 20.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
60 Bison. Check. Hurt.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Hurt. Go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Drop 50. Cowboy 80. Check smash. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13.
13-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
So far, this script, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
The final throw before the break. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now an inside give to Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Chuck with a quick toss out wide. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shuck now on first down. Buying some time right. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On play action, here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Stephanie. Cougars, hey, smash Broncos.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Milrow. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Saints will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. They'll check this one down to ETN. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's got it. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Chuck now from the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the extra point, here's Smith.
For the extra point.
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
Seattle
line.
getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw here from Milroe. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Option play. Here's a give to Charbonnet. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Bronco 80.
Working inside the red zone. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Pack the 60. Pack. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go, Rig. Go. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only a yard on that pickup, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 9.
It's now 3rd
Hawk
and
70. Hawk 70. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Ready, ready?
3rd and long for him here. Catch made. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Here we go. Scott. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Ready?
Desperation time here. And the touchdown is there, but it's dropped in the end zone from elation to heartbreak. A turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Working from his end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
32. Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Taken in by Hill, right side. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Shuck working from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Now Shuck on 3rd and long. It's on target to Johnson. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st down. A gain of 22.
Off the play action, Chuck. Hot and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish them. Job well done.
Back to throw. Shuck. Gets him on the end route. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milroe. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room into the secondary. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Point effort from Smith is good. And the Saints push their lead to 18. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Milroe. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. Keeps it moving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Myers to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now they send their back in motion right. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's Johnson with another one. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Seahawks have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now within one score in the fourth. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover, they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Bronco 80.
Will line up for the
Packer 60.
two-point
Packer
conversion.
60.
Setting up to pass. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. There it is. They get the two that they needed. And now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a three-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping to get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Hey, ready. Cowboy 80. Packer 60. Packer 60.
Back to throw. To the left. He's got a roll. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Get it. 70 Timber, let's go.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Bronco 80,
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
60 Viking 18.
Will run from the gun. It's intercepted. That will do it. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints come up with the interception that clinches the win. So this is a win on the road for the Saints. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline.